Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day wherein I'm in kind of a rush. It is 10 after 7 in the morning. I have therapy today, and I need to get moving, and I have a hamster that I've been having run around in my lap. This little guy hasn't been out for a while. This is Dr. Snurf. Now, don't worry, this spot right here, and on his other side, he has one right there. Syrian hamsters have these spots on their hips. That's their scent glands. Ooh, little guy! He doesn't have very good claws. No hamsters do. But those are just his scent glands. That they're not an issue. If you have a Syrian, they'll have these little greasy spots on their hips. Those are just little scent glands. And if you ever see your Syrian, running around and rubbing their sides against the cage walls or whatever, that's just because they're rubbing their scent glands against things so that things smell like them. Hey, little guy. Now, apparently, he really wants to go back, and I don't blame him, so here we go, into your cage. Good little guy. Thank you so much. I went and changed. I went and did a whole lot of work last night. I went and, after watching this one video, you see, I used to, and still do, changing your hamster's cage fully and completely, 100%, just changing everything is traumatic for them. And I've always, when I've changed my cage, tried to do the thing where you save a wad of the bedding to put into the corner of the new place so that they have something that smells like them and it's not just stressful. And I've never liked doing it that way, but I have for years and years and years. And I saw this one video where the person just says, half clean the cage. Much less stressful on the hamster. Clean this half, later on, clean this half. Not like later on in the day, but like do this half once a month, and then do this half once a month. And that's all you really need to do. Spot clean. If like it gets wet, or if they toss a bunch of poos out or whatever, just clean that spot, but then just do half cage changes every month. So last night I went through and did the change on 3 cages. So let's see, who got the new cage bedding? It was Dr. Snurf and Figmo and little Saber got half cage cleans. And I moved them around. So little Dumpster. That's why I gave him the name of Dumpster as well, because his name isn't Dumpster, it's Dust Mop, so he's also Dumpster. But he's not a dumpster, he's a dust mop. It's just for whatever reason my mouth and my brain say Dumpster instead of Dust Mop. So little Dust Mop has got his cage is the same, and he's wandering around because it's still spot clean and all that. I occasionally had to take out wads of bedding, and then I put wads of bedding back in there. So he's doing great. Little Gojira, just not that long ago, I changed half her cage. So she didn't get a cage change last night. But Dr. Snurf, he's up here. In fact, he's the one you just saw right now in this cage. In fact, here's paper. I was using that for cleaning off that. And here's one of these things and stuff like that on the cage top, since I used those. And then Thigmo's still down there. His cage is clean. I moved little Saber against the wall over there. So I've got Dr. Snurf and everybody's got clean cages and they're all happy and they're all friendly. And Thigmo is just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. He used to freak out just by my movement over here. He would be in the cage, I'd move, and I could see out the corner of my eyes, he went, ah, and panicked. He doesn't do that anymore. Giving him time, and just, time, and I gave him THC extract, CBD, with a little bit of THC in it, and if that was an issue, it's not anymore. Cleaning the cage, he was so brave. He was right there while I was busy scooping out the bedding. And in fact, at one point, just to be silly, I was scooping out bedding and he ran over, and so I just scooped him up with the bedding. And so he was in this little container with the bedding in it, and he wasn't freaking out. He thought that was awesome. He had a great time. And that was very, very cool. It is so nice seeing him not be so nervous. A very awesome thing. So he got his cage changed and quote unquote enjoyed it, Dr. Snurf, and little Saber, they all got their cages cleaned and they were all sniffing and snurfing. Half the cage gone, the other half still smells and has all their stuff in it. So it's definitely a good thing. And then, of course, I was reading up on, I can't remember what I read it up on, I think it was a Cracked article, but Cracked articles are amazing. They back up absolutely every assertion they make. And that is a very good thing. But it's one of these things about vision that I go on about. All these 4K TVs and 8K TVs, there's no real need for those. We have I think it's the cones, I always forget the names. There's rods and there's cones. I can't remember which one's which. One's night vision, one's color. We have one place in our eyes called the fovea. That's where we focus. That's where on our retinas where our attention gets focused. We have 6 million color receptors. Each one of our color receptors can only pick up one pigment. We have 6 million of them, and they're concentrated in the fovea, the concentration points. 6 million receptors, each taking only one color. Our eyes effectively are 1080p. That is the number of pixels approximately in a 1080p display. We see approximately 1080p. So a 4K thing can look amazing where your fovea, your focus is attention, but the rest of it, that could be in 640 by 480 and you'd barely notice. Because all of your receptors, your 1080p receptors, are in that one spot where you're focusing your attention. Everything else, it's blurry. Where you got your attention focused, your 1080p, that looks cool. But everything else, it might as well just be in, 640 by 480 for all that your attention is good. So yeah, since we don't see in 4K. I mean, we don't have pixels. There's no set resolution for our vision. But we only have 6 million pixels, and each pixel only picks up one color. There's a limit to what our eyes can do. And 1080p is just about the real limit of what our vision can actually see. I have seen the pictures and the videos of people that have shown the 4K things. They're saying, okay, it's like, take a look at this, take a look at this. There's a dead pixel. Can you see the dead pixel? You can't see you literally can't see anything. It's like, there's more detail than your eyes can see, so you're wasting your money on stuff that you can't see. And the stuff just was weird. With all of this stuff that I've been watching and reading about with their movement correction and all that, the video just on these new TVs looks weird. Especially the older movies, because they have a bunch of software correction going on. And these movies weren't made for software correction. They were just old videotape or old celluloid. Life is life, though, isn't it? We're all going to die anyway. I mean, of course, we're all going to die. We all die. We're biological, and everything in our universe has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So, life is life. And yeah, everything in our universe has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Species, civilizations, life. Be nice if we weren't wiping it out ourselves, but life is life. Thumbs up for that. I did not go walkies last night. I did not do a whole ton. In fact, I fell asleep again yesterday in the heat. I hate that. So, life is life. But hopefully I can fall asleep again lest I get more done. I've got therapy today, which is why I'm doing this early. I probably mentioned that. So I'm recording early, so I can edit early, so I can render early, so I can upload early. so that 9 o'clock everything will be ready to go and I can just start my therapy appointment and not worry about anything else, because it's just going to be a 1-hour appointment, and it's going to be for whatever reason. I have a software camera and a non-software camera. I have my webcam right there, and then there's a software camera because a couple years back I bought this thing called FaceRig, which is where it uses your camera, it takes a look at your facial movements, and it takes a cartoon, computer-generated avatar, and it moves the facial and mouth muscles on the avatar according to how your face moves, so that as you talk, the mouth and face moves on the avatars. That's fine. Only that's a software camera, FaceRig. For whatever reason, when I go to do my therapy sessions with my therapist, I can tell Flash to use my camera. I can tell the browser to use Flash. I can tell the browser to use my microphone. In the basic settings of the browser, it says use the webcam. When you actually call up a session that's going to use this Flash interface so I can have a session with my therapist, I can't change the camera. It is hard set to use the FaceRig camera and not the webcam. So in the guts of the computer, in the guts of the browser, it says use the webcam, use the microphone. But for whatever reason, when that order disseminates out to the actual things and getting it done, it just goes, oh, use the webcam? Forget that. We're going to use the software thing that's not in use right now, and no, you can't change my mind. So the camera just doesn't work, because it's trying to use the FaceRig software camera when it's not supposed to. And it shouldn't be. That's like you go out to your car and it's like it says it's an automatic, and or it's a stick shift and it's got the gear shift in it, but you go to shift and it just moves and it's an automatic anyway. It's like, why are you doing this? You shouldn't, but it's doing it, so yay. Past that, though, doing as much as I can. I mean, I'm still trying to make phone calls. I really screwed up this week's meeting to try and go after that housing thing. And my vehicle, my housemates have been having difficulty driving my vehicle. And then they found out and told me that it was because, we didn't put oil in it. And apparently the engine has a lockout thing so that it won't run when there's no oil, so it doesn't destroy itself. And my vehicle wouldn't even turn over when they were trying to drive it. And they went, we almost killed it by not putting oil in it. It's like, if you're going to use my vehicle, you can't destroy my vehicle. That is the $45,000 car that I and my wife bought. Is one of the very few things that I and my wife bought together. So I like my vehicle. I want to keep my vehicle. It is one of the few non-living things that is a connection to my wife, and I'm not happy about the fact that I almost destroyed it. So thumbs up for that. Yay. Past that, though, still always thinking of story ideas. I meant to even play games yesterday. I didn't even really play any games. I just sort of watched videos and then cleaned up the hamster cages and moved them around and did a little bit of work. I tidied, so that's a good thing. But I haven't really gotten anything done. Such is life. I mean, I do what I can, and I do what I do, and I do what I do when I'm doing it. So that's that. I got tied up in a Talking Heads bit of lyric there. I think it was Talking Heads. So I do what I do when I can't even remember how the lyric goes, so forget that I even said anything. My sincere apologies. I have an appointment on the 20th to go see my denturist about my upper plate, so hopefully that's going to not break until my appointment. That'll be good. So I am existing, and that is good. I have phone calls to make, That's okay. My anxiety is better in some ways and worse in others. My depression is better in some ways and worse in others. So I'm hopefully at some point going to be able to make that jump and start to get back on antidepressants, and that'll be good. I mean, I will like the extra energy. I will like that. That will be good. I mean, there's a limit to how much I'm going to get. I only expect my rechargeable batteries to go from 40% recharge every night to like 50 or 60% recharge after a sleep. But that'll be a big change and definitely a thumbs up. Hey, what do you say? And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. My community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, except I have very good peripheral vision, so I accidentally read them. When I'm staring at your name, I can read a paragraph without even looking at it. I have very, very good, what is that, attention spots, the fovea. So that's nice. I've got good peripheral vision that way. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect, that's the word I was looking for, as intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Reginald P. Farquhar. So, we have Lahi. Thank you very, very much. Lulian RO22, very, very appreciative. Sebastian Lucifer, greatly thumbs up. Thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kit's Cat, greatly appreciated. Isidro Mendez and Pandora and Marcy1, always good to see you in the comments. I sort of miss you and worry about you when you're not here. Nick Seebecker, I sure hope I'm close, but I bet I'm not. Thank you very much. And Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Thomas Fuentes Laperle, boy, I bet I'm nowhere close on that one, but thank you very much. Caillou Ram Boss, interesting ideas. 828, and then a whole bunch of like kanji or katakana, I'm not sure, but thank you very, very much. And Colin Risenara, always good to see you in the comments. And we have DX Sport, thumbs up and thank you. Derek Geister, greatly appreciated and always good to know. Thank you for the info. Shannon Coerham, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Boba Fatty 111, thumbs up and thank you. Mashfi Khan, greatly appreciated. Catnip Griffin, I like the name, thank you. Bwarg H, thumbs up and thank you. Sifu, SYFOU, thumbs up and thank you very much. Eric De La Rosa, thumbs up and thank you. Kieran Slipknot, Iowa fan, thumbs up and thank you very much. Frankie, greatly appreciated. Sugar Triple X Man, thumbs up and thank you. Brandon Cooper, greatly appreciated. Last but not least, One Life Cuba, thumbs up and thank you all. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you so very much. Definitely appreciate it. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog that I have done nothing with yet. Brian Glenn was kind enough to get this all set up. He's been paying for the hosting. I haven't even done a single post on that yet. I haven't gotten the energy yet. I feel bad about it, but I can't. I'm doing my best. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart. So thank you very much. You are the only reason that I can pay my rent. Every one of my Patreon.com patrons, thank you so very much. It is deeply appreciated. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. After all, I do this, song mutilations, game videos, walkies. As soon as I get another USB cable so I can charge my camera, I lost the charger for my Sony camera, so yay. And I do all sorts of things and I try, so definitely thumbs up. I'm a variety channel. Yay! Just the sort of thing that doesn't take off. I mean, I'm not taking off anyway. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. And I get like 500 views on a breakout video, so hey, what do you say? Definitely a thumbs up. I don't do it for fame or fortune. It's for my brain, it's for my depression, it's for recovery after the death of my wife. I'm not going to be quitting videos just because I'm not becoming rich and famous. I never planned on becoming rich and famous. I wanted to not die. And I'm still here, so thumbs up for that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. So have the best day you possibly can.